What type of nigga who don't pay child support for his own fucking child? First of all, because y'all want to stay together does not mean anything. Like, what the fuck? Because you have a kid by somebody, by a dude, does not mean you have to be in a relationship with that person. Because some relationships are not just not meant to be. And if you broke as fuck, then what's the fucking point is? What's the point anyway? Like, come on, like, damn.
Oh my god. Okay, well we're talking. Okay, some relationships. First of all, this is why you don't have kids out of wedlock. I'm just gonna put it for what it is. Even though you can be married and be cheated on or break up, but the thing is, when you most of the time when you get married, it's more legit. It's more real.
Relationship is more stronger. Relationship is more stronger than just being in a boyfriend and girlfriend status. You boyfriend and girlfriend status, it's gonna be up and down in a relationship, but some relationships can be worse than others. And as you know, your boyfriend, you're not dating, you're single. But if you're married, you're able to work out things because you know each other long enough to work things out. But if you just been dating somebody for not even a year, like 2 weeks later, all of a sudden y'all have babies. Like, what the hell is that shit?
Okay, first of all, you shouldn't be having kids out of wedlock. Second of all, you can use birth control, condoms, birth control, pills. They have all that stuff. There's no excuse for people to be having STDs, STIs, or unwanted children. Then on top of that, y'all get in with dudes and females, and this is for females mostly, y'all get in with dudes who ain't about shit. So, honestly, you saw that he didn't have a job. You saw that he wasn't ambitious. He wasn't corny. He didn't respect you. He didn't respect himself. You saw that he was talking to other girls, and you still chose to pursue him. That's your fault that you're sitting at home by yourself with a child screaming and crying while he's out partying, having fun. He was already showing you that he wasn't about shit the day you met him.
And y'all shouldn't push your kids through that anyway, because when they get older, they're gonna be cussing your ass out for treating them wrong like that. Because here's the whole idea that fathers are supposed to take care of their child. They're supposed to do the father's duties along with the mother. But if the mother's not letting the father do it, what the fuck is the point?
Exactly.
Why be together?
Exactly.
It's not a relationship. One person working, and the other person, the mother's broke. Or the mother working and the father's broke. Like, what the hell is that? And y'all got kids. What is that?
And that's another thing. A lot of you females, y'all feel that because y'all not in a relationship with the father, that you won't even allow the father to see his child, and that's a bunch of bullshit. Okay? You can't, like she said, you can't force nobody to be with you, and it's not about you. When you have a child, you gave up that me for them, okay? Your children is what's important. So the child...
You do everything in your heart for your child. It ain't nothing about you or the husband or whoever. It's not about them. It's about this kid that you brought into the world. Because one, the kid ain't asked to be here.
Okay, because I know I didn't ask to be here. But let me not get into my personal dilemma with my parents.
Oh, Jesus. That's another blog. God damn. Oh.
And that's why I speak so strongly about sperm donors and egg donors. You got all these women and men out here who have kids and don't even take care of their kids, or they feel that they can pop in and out of their child's life, or it's like they want to be parents when it's convenient, but you don't even know where they at half the time. Like, that's ridiculous.
Right.
Oh.
Like deadbeat fathers.
And deadbeat mothers, both of y'all need to burn in hell. Sitting up here, and I hope, and I swear, I'm agnostic, but I swear, if there is a hell, I hope that you burn and rot for eternity, because that doesn't make any sense. How you can have kids, know you have kids, and don't even try to be in that person's life. Like, that is ridiculous. And we don't even see you. You got kids who don't even know who they father, who he looks like, what's his name. They don't know nothing. And then the mother is just as guilty, because it's like, what are you doing sleeping with random dudes that you don't even know who your child's father is?
Right, and then on top of that, I really like kids, but I just hate the fact that seeing parents today that just don't do nothing for their kids, they're not a motherly They are young mothers. They don't know what it takes to beat one. You know what I mean? A father too. You got some fathers who just don't do anything for their children, and especially like you have children, but why not take the time to go see your children or spend time with your children, especially on holidays or even on the summertime when they're free. You know, when they're not in school or they're free. Fathers should be able to spend time with their kids, and a lot of fathers don't do that.
Another thing, you can sit up and go buy weed and liquor and buy the newest Jordans, but you can't take your child to the movies. You can't buy your children new clothes. That's ridiculous.
Y'all can't put clothes on your children's back, but y'all can go out here and smoke weed and buy drinks all the fucking time. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. People are fucking trying to get a fucking degree, okay?
And that's why, me personally, that's what I mean by, I hate to say it because I'm a product of a single parent home, but then again, my grandparents raised me too. Well, they did raise me because let's face it. Oh, let me not go. Shout out to my grandparents. I hate to say it, but not all single parent kids, but a lot of single parent kids are the worst people to be talking about dating. I'm just gonna keep it real. And granted, I came from a single parent home, but my grandparents had custody of me since I was a baby, and they raised me. So I had a man and a woman in my life showing me the right thing. But I hate to say it, a lot of single parent kids are the worst people to date. They got daddy issues and mama issues, and they don't have any responsibility. Like, no offense, but a lot of you single black mothers create the trashiest dudes in the world. I'm just keeping it real. And it's funny because a lot of y'all sit up and say, I'm a strong black woman. I can take care of the family. I don't need no man.
But really, y'all ain't doing shit.
Exactly. You saying all of this, yet your son is a drug dealer. Your son is disrespecting women 24/7, sleeping around, doesn't know what it is to stand on his own 2 feet.
On drugs.
Okay, your daughters are pregnant at 15 to 16. Your daughters are on welfare. They don't have jobs. They're popping out kids. They're the neighborhood hoe. So clearly, this whole single parent mess is not turning out to be good.
Right. And people who doing fucking taxes, what the fuck y'all think? People about to be giving y'all our money. Broke ass bitch.
Terrible. It's just, and don't get me wrong. There are single parent kids who turn out perfect, amazing, better than people with 2-parent kids. Just like there's 2-parent children who are horrible, and they have both parents. But it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, this whole I'm strong, single parent, black mother, and all of that. But your kids are the little devils, you know, that are growing up to be in cemeteries by the time they're 18 because they're shooting and killing each other. That ain't nothing to be proud about. You know, stop the cycle. And that's another thing. A lot of people
That's exactly what it is. Like a fucking cycle.
Exactly, because a lot of kids, they didn't grow up with a father, so they end up being deadbeat fathers. And they end up being females, and they end up being females who get with dudes that treat them like shh because they didn't have a father. And then the boys grow up to be deadbeat fathers because they didn't have a father. I'm trying to tell you, it just keeps going on and on and on. And that's why I said, honestly, a lot of these single parent kids are the worst people to be talking about trying to be with. I'm just going to keep it real.
And that just goes to show you how...
At least in Flint. At least the single parent kids Flint.
Right, and when I had my freaking kid, best to believe, the mother and the father's going to be in their life regardless. Because not having one parent, it kind of impacts the kid in the meantime. Damn, the dudes ain't shit. They also have kind of relationships too in the future.
Thank you.
Because if you didn't have a father
Part
in
2
your life,
coming up.
You didn't have a father in your life, you only had a mother, it's kind of like, well, damn, like, if I find a man or a relationship, I'm going to have problems because it's a trust issue, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You grew up without a fucking father in your life. What the fuck is
Exactly.
that?
And that's what I mean by a lot of us have daddy issues and mama issues because your mother wasn't shit, your daddy wasn't shit. And my thing is, okay, we got to do a part 2.